Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Las Vegas, Nevada, somewhere where I frequently visit 3 times a year. But when I go to the casinos. You go to the Strip. But what a lot of people don't realize, there's a lot of hoods in Vegas, man. Yes, sir. You got the East. You got the North. You got the West. And unlike other places where they got wards and where they got zones, it's pretty much just the East, West, and North, man. Yes, sir. This is Las Vegas, and it's your boy, Harlem Smiling. This is the one, the only Dirt Gang TV. Las Vegas, Nevada, Crips and Blood shit, man. Let's go. Yikes. Side block, man. It's current low.
You are now tuned into Bossman Tough Beats.
Y'all niggas already know what it is, man. Shout out from all the 30s, man. All the way from 35th and Edgecombe all the way to Crenshaw, man. I already know, man. It's 30s, all of my. I'm just a Brooklyn Crip from my Harlem set. Show some respect. If not, cuz, put it in check. I'm up next. This is your boy Harlem Smiley, man. And this is Dirt Gang TV. And yes, sir, you are tuned in. Las Vegas, Nevada? Las Vegas? Woo, yes, sir. There is some hoods in Las Vegas, man. And me being a frequent visitor of Las Vegas, I get out there 3 times a year. But a lot of times when I go out there, I'm just on the Strip. A lot of people don't realize Las Vegas, they think it's just casinos and the bright lights and the big ass tall drinks and think that's what it is out there. No, it's more to it. It is more to it. You got to remember, where they have to have people that work in these places, communities to fund these places. And even though Las Vegas is the place that do get a lot of tourists, people got to live there. So they do got hoods, man. So with that being said, let's get into it, man. So unlike a lot of other spots where you have like zones and you have like wards, for the most part, Vegas is, you have the Strip. You have the Vegas Strip. And for people who never been in the Vegas Strip too, for the most part, Vegas is split up between 3 strips. But outside of that, in the residential areas, it's not too much, you know, really going on as far as like confusion of where you're from. Like you got, you know, I mean, for the most part, you got West Town, what they call it, and you got like North Town, then you got like East Town. You see what I'm saying? Or you can call it West Side, North Side, East Side. Obviously, there would be a South Side, but there's not nowhere specific what they call, you know. It's almost like in Atlanta. You know how they got Zone 1 and Zone 6 and, you know, but there's, you know, Zone 2 and 5 really don't really exist really. You know, but there obviously you know, there has to be somewhere. But anyway, so that's how Las Vegas is split up now. Shout out to DJ Ghost, because I know DJ Ghost is somebody who lived in California and then moved to Vegas. And throughout his Vegas stint, he done lived in good parts of Vegas. He done lived in bad parts of Vegas. That's the only way I realized that Vegas actually had like bad parts of there, you know. They got projects in Vegas. Yeah, there's projects in Vegas. Projects that once was, some that they knocked down. There's some very dangerous parts of Vegas. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, the West Side, you see what I'm saying, or West Town, whatever you want to call it, that's like a bad side of Vegas. You see what I'm saying? Then you got like the North Side. The North Side is what we consider like the hood. You see what I'm saying? And then you have like, you got like some, you know, you got like some rich parts or whatever like that. You see what I'm saying? Obviously being Las Vegas, everybody out there, you got to have some rich, there's rich parts everywhere, but Vegas, you specifically got to have some. Then you got like it's not too really crazy going on in the East Side. It's some stuff going on over there, but for the most part though, the West Side and the North Side is pretty much where it's at. So everybody know, I don't care what nobody say. I know a lot of people in LA, especially with the smaller sets out there, they're not too fond of Bloods and Crips outside of LA. You see what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people, they don't respect it. If you're not from their hood specifically, they won't accept it. Later throughout the years, I feel like it's becoming more and more of acceptance because people started realizing it wasn't just random people seeing y'all on TV talking about, oh, well, I'm going to be a Blood, I'm going to be a Crip. Even though it happens. Be real, it happens sometimes. It's internet gang banging and it happens all the time. So, with that being said, a lot of people, you know, they don't accept it because they feel like it's fraudulent. Now, you get so many people for various reasons move to these different places, and some of them have the authority to start these sets out there. Some of them don't. That's the big discrepancy. A lot of people move to different places and they don't have the authority to start something, so they'll change it up totally different. You see what I'm saying? Which in that case, this happened in Las Vegas, but you know, we're going to get into it. So just like it ended up in New York, just like it ended up in Vegas, just like it ended up in places close like San Diego, just like it ended up in places far like Canada. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's everywhere now. It's everywhere. Europe. Like, it's everywhere now. Once again, it's spread like a rash, you know, on a $2 hooker. Anyway, everybody know when I come on here, when I talk about different states, I like to talk about the smaller gangs. And, you know, the smaller sets, excuse me, not really smaller gangs, but I like to show respect to the rappers, and I like to show respect to the smaller gangs out there who not really getting any recognition, the smaller sets out there. You know how I go to local gangs out there. So, you know, everybody already know, man, Rolling 60s is the most, they got, I'm talking about like worldwide. They have to be the deepest set worldwide. There has yet to been a Blood or Crip state to where Bloods and Crips, excuse me, hit that state, and one of the Crip sets is not Rolling 60s. I have yet to see it. They're everywhere too. They're everywhere. So in this instance, in Vegas, you got Rolling 60s from LA. Then you got the Las Vegas chapter of Rolling 60s. Now, here's the discrepancy with that. The person who started the Las Vegas 60s is from the LA 60s. But they're separated in Las Vegas. Like in Las Vegas, they'll tell you if they're rolling 60 from specifically from the Las Vegas chapter or if they are rolling 60 from LA. Once again, LA is super close, talking about 3.5 hour drive to Vegas. Vegas got so many people from different states that come out there, get caught up, get out there, try to make money. People move out there. It's not that expensive to live in Vegas if you move to the certain parts. So, when you in Vegas, there's different 60s out there. Even though the guy from the Las Vegas chapter is from LA. So they pretty much roll, pretty much like, you know, by the same standards. But there's a difference because the people from Vegas obviously is not the same. They don't act like the people from LA. You see what I'm saying? So the 60s from out there in South Central is, they, you know, listen, they dress specific. People from LA, people from Compton, South Central, I mean like Watts, I mean Long Beach, they dress specific ways. So when you see them, you can instantly tell, oh, he from California. They wear a lot of these patterns, you know. You can instantly tell he from California. Chucks. Vegas people, for the most part, they really don't, you know. You'll see a lot of skateboarders dressed like this, you know, out there. Hoodies under the short sleeve button-ups, you know, stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Even though it's 110 degrees out there, like, why do y'all got on hoodies? But anyway, you know how to go. So that was a big thing that I had to look into too. So it's like, it's kind of weird because why wouldn't y'all all just be one faction? Only problem is the Las Vegas, everywhere don't want to just run like how LA run. We didn't ask for these people to come from LA and come and start Bloods and Crips in these different places. But we not just going to take y'all whole culture. If y'all want to start it out here, y'all can call it that, yeah. But we're going to put our own little spin and twist on it. So that's where that comes into play at, too. So you also got others. So, you know, so now it's like, you know, once again, they got many other sets in Vegas. There's many other sets in Vegas, but a lot of the sets y'all know already. The reason why I spoke on the 60s is because the 60s is, you know, the discrepancy difference. Because if you out there, somebody say they're from 60s, but they from the Las Vegas chat, you would know the difference. So you also got the Donna Street Crips. Now the Donna Street Crips is a Las Vegas based set, one of the oldest sets that's out there. They call themselves that because there's a Donna Street out there, and you niggas don't sleep on the day because Donna Street still to this day has like the highest crime rate out there. So I mean, it goes down on that street. You see what I'm saying? And I give it to them because they had so many little subsets that are started out there from off of them. But that's why I'm not going to get into each and every subset that started from the Donna Streets, because that's the originators. So it's like so many subsets that came from them. That's why everybody's a Donna Street. You see what I'm saying? You know, if your set came from Donna Street, then 9 times out of 10, then you Donna Street. That's what you rep, even if you're not just running around saying it too. But very deep out there. You know, north side of town. The Donnas is on the north side of town. You see what I'm saying? So the way this kind of split up, it's like the north side got a lot of Crips on the north side. The west side, it's like a lot of like a lot of Bloods is on that side, and then it's like a local gang. We're gonna talk about that's on that side. The east got some stuff jumping off over there, but once again, not too much. You see what I'm saying? So we going specifically talk the west and the north side on this one too. So now it's like you got the Vegas Heights Gangsta Crip. The 50s, and don't get it mixed up. They're not rolling 50s. They call themselves the 50s. I'm not getting too deep into their, you know, into their history. You see what I'm saying? But you know, you might hear a lot of them out there say we from the 50s. They not talking about rolling 50s. Just the, you know, cause y'all be on here, man. Y'all trolls be on here. I say one specific thing. Y'all be on here. See what I'm saying? So, you know, they're not rolling. See what I'm saying? They just, you know, they're from the 50s. You got Valley View Gangsta Crips. You got ABM. You got Ellis Street Mafia Crip. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, there's a couple of the local Crip sets that's out here. Once again, you got a bunch of other Crip sets that's out here, but those are some of the local Crip sets out here, you know, that really don't get too much recognition. Like Donna Street is known, you know, especially if y'all out there, you know, if you they got like a documentary on Gangland or something like that. But for the most part, the other ones is not, you know, really too much information out there on them like that too. And you know, and a lot of times, y'all know I like to talk about a lot of the local rappers. But in this instance, I'm not even gonna lie. Listen, I tried. Listen, I tried to listen to a lot of y'all local rapper music out there. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of y'all are, I don't know if it's the beats, the flow y'all trying to use on beats. It's like y'all sound down south. Some of y'all sound what? Some of y'all out there are terrible. It's terrible. So with that being said, I'm not gonna mention a whole lot of local rappers, you know, because I'm not even gonna lie. If I don't like their music, I'm not gonna sit here and just, you know, and just talk about it. You see what I'm saying? It was bad. Some of it was bad. So with that being said, shout out to Mr. Finley. Mr. Finley, I think your music is dope. I think you're doing big things out there. You know, me being similar like you, being, you know, a Crip to where a lot of my family members is blood. You see what I'm saying? I give it to you. But, you know, for your pops to be one of the, you know, originators, OGs, you know, of a set out there, and then you end up going a whole nother direction, like that's crazy. So it's like, me personally, I understand that, because, you know, out of the 100% of the blood, of the gang members that's in my family, you know, I would say like 65 or 70% of them are blood, you know. So it's like, I understand to be in that predicament. You see what I'm saying? So, but your music is dope. Everything you're doing, see what I'm saying? I actually added a couple of your songs to my playlist. So yeah, you know, Shout out to Mr. Finley. Bay Blue. I like what you doing. You do have a nice little fan base flowing. Your music is good too. You know, a little bit different. You see what I'm saying? But the flow is there. Crazy flow. Y'all go listen to Bay Blue. See what I'm saying? You know, so with that being said, there's not too many other people, you know, and there's gonna be more out there. I know I'm gonna get in the comments, oh, you should have mentioned this one, you should listen to this one. I might have not heard that person, but I listened to about 10 people, and out of the 10, these was the only 2 that stuck to where I was like, all right, I can rock with some of their stuff. See what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's, you know, man, y'all gotta get some, go to LA, get some LA beats or something. Come to New York, get some crazy New York beats or something, but y'all gotta get something different. That shit is crazy, son. That gas. Real friend don't give friends meds. Y'all know that. I'm saying, tune into the Strand of the Day on your boy Harlem Smiley Dirt Gang TV channel. Yes, sir. Where we only do strands 30% or better. Let's get back to it, though. But on the Blood side of town, once again, you're going to have many different blood gangs out there, too. The one that stood out for me, too, was like the 004 Bloods. The Hollywood Bloods. They do got there's a lot of West Side Pirus out there. I don't know if they're the directors. I mean, you know, they do be running around Nickerson Gardens. See what I'm saying? So, you know, videos out there. So, you know, but there are a lot of West Side Pirus out there. So now they have Playboy Bloods out there. So now a lot of y'all are familiar with California, all familiar with New York. They got Playboy is usually Crips. You see what I'm saying? You know, the Playboy Buddy emblem, that's they shit. See what I'm saying? Like everywhere I see from New York to LA, Playboys, it has been Crips. And not in Vegas. In Vegas, Playboys, like I'm in Harris Casino. And I see the nigga with the Playboy Bunny shirt. Like I only seen guys wear that shirt when they in that gang, when they in that specific set. Like I have never seen nobody else like specifically wear those shirts like that. You see what I'm saying? So, but then he had the red flag out his back pocket, right pocket. So I'm saying, I'm like, what's happening here? You see what I'm saying? You know. So of course, one of my mans had to go up and, you know, ask some questions, because a lot of times we got to do hands-on research. So yeah, there is a Playboy Blood set that's in Vegas, not Crips, Blood. So now how did that happen? So all y'all be out there, y'all be killing New York. Oh, he took 8 tray and turned it to 9 tray. But he didn't take the same name and just swap it around and just put the Blood instead of the Crip on it. Playboy Blood? Once again, I'm not running around saying nobody fake. I'm not saying y'all fake. It is what it is. Y'all rep what y'all rep. But how did that end up happening? When 3.5 hours away, the only thing Playboy out there is Crips. Anyway, moving on. A lot of the local gangs out there, y'all know I like to show respect to it too. You know, the Gershon Park Kingsman, GPK. See what I'm saying? Very deep. One oldest gang out there. Super deep. It's a lot of them. I mean, like them in the Donna Streets is probably like the oldest but deepest. I'm not putting them in the Blood category. They're a local gang. They're a hybrid gang. Vegas has a lot of hybrid gangs. So just like the car, gas, electric, Bloods, Crips. So back in the day, Gershon Park used to get in like, they're like the oldest gang, so they've been like running around forever. They used to be something before they was Gershon Park. You know what I'm saying? That was like an actual project that was out there that got knocked down. But they was called something else back in the day. And then they, you know, that's what they are now. So it's like, that's what they, you know, they've been switched that name to Gershon Park. But that just goes to say, like, when you a long-lasting gang, your name changes sometimes. You see what I'm saying? So, to this, to that, to this, to that. You may move locations, yada, yada, yada. So, back in the day, they wasn't Bloods. They wasn't Crips. They used to get into it with the 6-0s. Like, when the 6-0s was over there, they was trying to take out everything. They was trying to take over everything. Every block, the whole drug trade. They was taking over everything. See what I'm saying? And these was the deepest people out there. So these was the only people that was able to be like, nah, when y'all start coming to our territory, try to take over our bread, it's over with. We all the way here on the west side. You know what I'm saying? Y'all from the north. Y'all coming to try to take over our, like, nah. It really can't go down like that. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, they started getting to it with the 60s. And that was like, probably like 15, 20 years ago. So with that being said, but now they're a hybrid gang. Now they got Bloods, they got Crips inside their gang. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, if you on the West, 9 times out of 10, you either Blood or you from Gershon Park. So now the Crips that's in Gershon Park or whatever like that, you see what I'm saying? Like, they may, they may be okay. And it's not, it's a lot of hybrid gangs out there. See what I'm saying? This is a place to where the hybrid party, the gang, the clique, so to say, may supersede the blue or the red color. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, they're not the only, you got the Woods out there. So I know, what the hell's the Woods? The Peckerwood? No, not the white people, the Woods, my nigga. Woods stand for we own our dollars. So you got the Woods out there. You got HTO, Hustlers taking over. You got a lot of different, hybrid gangs out there. But you do got other gangs out there. You got the Serenos. You got 28th Street. I don't know if I'm about to pronounce this right, though. Norteninos. They get into it with the Serenos a lot out there. This is Spanish gangs, Mexican gangs. See what I'm saying? So it's like you have a lot of different, hybrid gangs out there, and hybrid gangs is Bloods and Crips, and for that part, they take that seriously. You see what I'm saying? If you run with the Woods, you run with the Woods. You see what I'm saying? HTO. You see what I'm saying? For the most part, it's I don't know. It's crazy. But the Gershon Park Kingsmen, they're like the originators. You didn't see anybody running around rocking that green and black. 9 times out of 10, it's probably them. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they're these hybrid gangs, man. It's like everybody talk about, the Woos, the Chos. You see what I'm saying? There's hybrid gangs I'm starting to realize in many different states. Me personally, I don't get it. I don't get it, me personally, the hybrid gang part. But it's like, come on, son. Come on, son. Hybrid gangs, like, listen, unity, yeah. But when you can't choose your clique over your gang. But if that's what y'all doing, then that's what y'all doing. But anyway, man, any major state you go to where they getting money and they getting, and there's gangs there's 9 times out of 10, there's the jail part about it. So it's like when you go to jail out there too, here's almost where the hybrid gang thing comes into play, and it don't come into play at, because, like, all right, so when you go to jail in a lot of states, no matter if you Blood, no matter if you Crip, no matter if you Latin King, Sereno, Nieta, MS-13, regardless of what you are, KKK, all that shit. Like, you go with your race. You black, you go with the blacks. If you white, you go with the whites. If you Spanish, you go with the Spanish. A lot of times you'll go to jails and like local county jails, and it'll just be from, what card you from. You see what I'm saying? If you with the blacks, and if it's just black people in your jail or whatever like that too, but you got Bloods and Crips, you see what I'm saying? But you in the Crip house, all right. The neighborhoods may be over here. Or you may have the whole roll of O's card over here. Then you got the gangsters over here. You see what I'm saying? You may have the Hoovers over here. You see what I'm saying? So, that's how it flow up. So in Vegas, they have, like, for the most part, you'll have, like, the West Town card. Then you'll have, like, the North Town card. And then you have, like, the LA card. See what I'm saying? You know, Arizona's kind of close. You know, you may have an Arizona card. See what I'm saying? But, so, like, for instance, right? If you from California and you from Harlem, see what I'm saying? You from 6-0. You from East Coast. You know what I'm saying? You from Hoover. But you in there, you in there Black Peace on. You know, you in there with the 20s. See what I'm saying? From a neighborhood 20 blood. What happens is you're gonna be with the LA card. So regardless of whether you, see what I'm saying, got beef with that man or not, you're gonna be with that specific card while you're in there. So now all that comes to a halt. So now 9 times out of 10, if you from West Town, and 9 times out of 10, you probably from, like, you know, you probably Blood. See what I'm saying? You know, you probably West Side Paru. You know, you probably Playboy Blood. See what I'm saying? You know, Gershon Park. You know. So now if you from the North card, you know, you probably from 60s. Whether the Vegas 60s. If you from the LA 60s, you're going to be with the LA card. So that's where a lot of discrepancies coming from them too. It starts like in the jails too. And makes its way to the streets. Donna Street, you're going to be from the North card, you know, so on and so on. You see what I'm saying? So now if you are LA based sets, which they do have some out there, but, you know, we're not talking about that right now. You're going to be with the LA card. So now if you from 60s in Vegas, and then you from the Vegas 60s, y'all not going to mesh in jail. See what I'm saying? And that spills to the streets. So, you know, like I said, man, there's discrepancies in every state. Like, every state. Should everybody be doing it like California, like LA, South Central, Watts, Compton, Long Beach? Yes. But people always throw their own little spin and twist on it. It's like when you tell the one kid in the front of the class the secret, by the time we get to the back of the class, it's a whole nother sentence. It's a whole nother secret. That's how it happens, man. Anyway, this is your boy, Harlem Smiley. This was the Las Vegas edition of Crips and Bloods. Yes, sir. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you like the content, man, hit the like button, man. And y'all already know what it is, man. I'm just a Brooklyn Crip from my Harlem set. Show some respect. If not, nigga, put it in check. I'm up next. This is your boy, Harlem Smiley. And you are tuned into the one and only Dirt Gang TV. Yes, sir. We rolling.